let me just see if I can characterize this right then. Basically, the Jewish belief on Jesus is, I mean, you obviously don't believe he was the Messiah, but you just kind of think he was just kind of just another in a long stream of false messiahs?
Yes.
If he even claimed to be
If
that,
he claimed,
you're
or
not
he was,
sure that he
if the claim was made, if the claim was made that he's a Messiah, he's a false Messiah.
Jesus never said, I am the Messiah.
The Jewish people would have been interested in the Messiah.
Right.
They're waiting for Messiah. They want Messiah.
Yeah.
So if he had any of the real characteristics of a Messiah, they would have been interested in him.
Mm-hmm.
The Christians invented the idea of a failed Messiah. Even though he failed, he's still the Messiah. We reject that. If you fail, then you're not the Messiah.
What does a Jewish Messiah look like?
A very powerful king that will establish peace and goodwill on earth. You have to be able to establish peace.
World peace.
World peace.
He says when the real Messiah makes his appearance in such a dramatic fashion that it can't be denied, then everybody will acknowledge that he's the real Messiah. And that
Worldwide.
worldwide, even the non-Jews, because they're all looking forward to the Messiah.
So when the Messiah comes, you're saying the whole world's going to believe on him?
Yeah, the entire
Everybody.
world, because his purpose will be to bring the entire world to the proper observance. All the nations will stream towards Jerusalem to learn from him.
Okay.
It will initiate a period of world peace. The Messiah will be a tremendous charismatic figure with great knowledge and communication skills. He'll also be a great warrior. He will be the defender of the Jews, and he will defeat all their enemies in a permanent kind of a way.
So many Christians are precious, and they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
You know, I was at a prophecy conference in Florida, and a lady came up to me. She was wearing the Star of David. And I asked her why she was wearing that. She says, oh, well, this is so important that we show our support for Israel. I said, how do you show your support for Israel? Well, she says, I give money every month to the Temple Mount Foundation. Well, that's this Jewish group. And I said, don't you know that 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 says the Antichrist will go into that temple and declare himself God and above every other God? She says, well, I just think I'm helping to fulfill Bible prophecy. I said, you are. You're helping the Antichrist to come. I mean, who would want to do that?